Ahmed Baba.
What is
How I'm
up?
feeling about the general destruction of America, which is the symbol of it is tearing down the White House, the East Wing. It's crazy.
It's so on the nose. Like he's literally being accused of, destroying the executive branch and eroding the White House with these protests. And he's like, you know what? Let me give you a literal visual of that days later. Like it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It is. I mean, we say it's unbelievable, but in Trump's America, is it unbelievable? I mean, I know it's a figure of speech, but yeah, you know what? You're right. It is unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable especially when I think about what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to get congressional approval. He's
Mhm.
supposed to get approval from, I think, like a historic or something, a agency or some government agency, and nothing. Then he lied that it wasn't going to affect the original structure. I think he said it wouldn't be impacted, and then he said, "Oh, in order to do it, we had to tear it down. It had to, in order to do it properly." And then he said, "Well, we are going to submit plans. We haven't done it yet." He's already started. Like what?
Yeah, they did and then he also said it was going to be 200 million. Now he's saying 300 million.
300 million.
300 million and said, oh, we just needed to take down one part of it. We weren't even going to touch it. Whole thing's getting obliterated, like you said. And then meanwhile, I was on Stephanie Rule last night, and she mentioned something I didn't realize. Like there are major companies underwriting this, like Comcast is among them. Like there are people now using this, and I think potentially as another vehicle for cronyism. So like there's another layer to this where people are probably seeking to trade favors by funding this
Wait.
ballroom.
Well, that's something that I did not know. Who's underwriting this?
Major companies. Apparently Comcast is one of them. And apparently other companies are seeking to sign up. So this is becoming, I think, another one of those pay-to-play schemes, or like pay to get your merger approved schemes. And I got to see exactly who, aside from Comcast, but it's another grift. Everything is a grift.
Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute here. How could I not know that?
Yeah, it was it
Oh,
was uh,
I
it was
don't.
news to me.
Yeah, news to me. I have not seen it, and I'm looking for it, but I don't see it here. But if Steph Rule says it, then I'll take that to the bank.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
is. Look, all of it's a grift.
it's a
All of it's a
grift.
grift. And why does he want to do this when Americans are out of work, and some of them because of the shutdown, some of them because the job market sucks. People are rationing medicine. They can't really afford groceries anymore. You have
Mhm.
Marjorie Taylor Greene out here saying that the cost of things is too high right now. Um, that her energy bills are higher than even a year ago. And he's concentrating on a ballroom that's not even for the American people, that no one wanted, not even for the American people. It's for foreign dignitaries. Like, who does he think he is? Like a king, King Trump? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and the design is so monarchical. Like it's gold and it looks like something out of London. Like it looks like something from a monarchy, and it's insane. And not only that, like you're right to point the connection here, because he's doing this amid like the government's still shut down, right? Like the government is still shut down. Meanwhile, he's trying to pursue this. Meanwhile, he also has these increasing prices with tariffs, refusing to renew healthcare subsidies. You have Marjorie Taylor Greene speaking out increasingly. You have Republicans taking the blame. We see more and more of that in the polling. And then he also, on top of this, man, it's hard for me to get shocked these days, but like the $230 million like not request but demand from his own DOJ to pay him, while he's also doing this ballroom destruction and everything else. It's insane. Can you believe that? That like when he was articulating, he was like, it's funny how, I actually will be paying myself if the DOJ agrees to give him $230 million. Like it's all just one big grift.
So I am finding some information as to what you are saying. Let's see. Okay. List of White House ballroom donors. Um, Altria Group, Amazon, Apple, Booz Allen Hamilton, Caterpillar Inc., Coinbase, Comcast Corporation, J. Pepe or J. Pep and Amelia Van Joel, Hard Rock International, Google, HP Inc., Lockheed Martin, Meta Platforms, Micron, all of these people.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. T-Mobile.
Yep. Team. It adds a whole nother layer to the story.
What the hell is going on? I'm finding out in real time. How did I not know this? I got to stop sitting in front of a camera all day. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the reason why you don't know is because like, and I didn't even see it. I didn't even know until I was informed last night on the panel, and I was like,
Well,
and like I knew some like donors were doing it, but I didn't know it was like Comcast and Apple and Amazon. Like and the thing is because they're not publicizing it, they're not announcing it. It's like journalists that are digging and finding out who's doing this, and it's pure cronyism.
and it's also like, how could Comcast owns a media company?
It's unreal. It's like, you know, like Laura Ingraham joining Donald Trump Jr.'s SPAC. Like it's all just coming together. The corporate and the executive here in this super corrupt melding that we see.
The White House is the quote. Let's see who, I'm not sure who they're quoting. The White House is being privately funded. The White House Ballroom is being privately funded by many generous patriots, great American companies, and yours truly. So this is Donald Trump. This ballroom will be happily used for generations to come. Not if they tear it down. I hope the next president just tears that shit down. Just comes in with a big bulldozer and tears it down. To date, aerospace and defense company Lockheed Martin has been highlighted as one of the project's largest donors. This is a source told CBS. The company has pledged more than $10 million for the ballroom's advancements.
Mm-hmm.
Booz Allen Hamilton has donated money. Let's see. Representatives attended the dinner. Oh, there was a dinner the other night hosted exclusively for the ballroom donors at the White House last Wednesday. Booz Allen Hamilton, Blackstone CEO Stephen A. Schwartzman.
Yep.
YouTube agreed to pay settlement from Trump's case against YouTube is $24 million. Google, which owns YouTube, has admitted to funding at least $5 million for $5 million or more for the White House Ballroom project.
It's literally corporate sponsored destruction of the White House, part of the White House
The
for
company,
Trump.
alongside other potential donors, has been provided with a pledge agreement for the Donald J. Trump Ballroom at the White House, CBS reported. Alphabet, Google's parent company, has also been listed as a separate donor for the project.
So Google is donating like threefold between their different entities.
Holy shit. Wow. What do you think, America?
Yeah,
I,
the comments are pissed.
Ahmed, seriously, what? Where are we right now?
We're in this state where corporations are capitulating to a president that's insanely unpopular and trying to curry favor and get basically favorable terms, right? Like they all have mergers imminent, they all have big plans, and they want Trump to give them continue this status quo of unregulated business, of, you know, every merger gets greenlit, monopolies. You know, we see Ellison still trying to lurk and buy Warner Bros. Now, which would be insane if he owned both CNN and CBS and Paramount and Warner Bros. Studio.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's just, it's this, it's crony capitalism and authoritarianism. It's these people are trying to become oligarchs that are cozying up to him. It's really just brazen. Like I expected more from Tim Cook. I always have too much hope in Tim Cook, but once he presented that golden custom Apple thing to Trump, it was over. I mean, what's your take on this? It's crazy.
Um, well, this is a Donald Trump that New Yorkers always knew. was there.
Mhm.
This is a Donald Trump that people warned about once he got into office and into power, that he would do any sort of scam or scheme in order to promote himself, in order to enrich himself. You can see how much money he's made since becoming president again. I mean, finally, he's a real billionaire, I believe. A lot of that is in crypto. So I am surprised that. Am I surprised that he would solicit people to do this? No. Am I a bit surprised that these companies would actually do it, considering that they are, they own, many of them, media organizations, or, their platform support journalists, i.e., Google and YouTube,
Mhm.
Comcast, and such. Um, I am surprised by that, by the antitrust of it all. Right?
Yeah.
Because if people actually started to look into this, I believe that a lot of people could be prosecuted. A lot of people
Yeah.
could face, a lot of companies could face
'Cause
stiff fines
it's illegal.
for collusion. Yeah, it's illegal. But
Congress is usually appropriates for this.
Congress usually is in control of the purse strings. So in order, I guess he couldn't go through Congress. He didn't go through Congress because Congress would need to approve it. And so he just went around them. And that's why he's not, asking anyone for any plans, not getting any plans approved or
Mhm.
submitting any plans to anyone, because he just doesn't want the government to have to do, with anything. But the thing that is, if he wants to build a ballroom, he can do that. He can go anywhere and build a ballroom if he wants to. Now, he's not supposed to be doing business when he is president of the United States, right? Remember, there's the emoluments clause, but he doesn't
Yep.
give a shit about that. Didn't give a shit the first time. He doesn't give a shit about it this time. And so now, though, that it is a White House, the historic residence that actually belongs to the people, he should be submitting these things.
Mhm.
So, I'm not saying that people should go over there and throw themselves in front of backhoes.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that people should go there and throw themselves in front of um, cranes, but I don't understand why people just aren't out on the streets every day like it's no kings. I don't
Yeah.
really get it.
It,
I don't get it.
it's just because it's just such a fire hose of corruption that it's like hard for people to grapple with it all, because what he's doing, as you're outlining here, like it's a melding of himself with the state itself. Like even when he was talking about the DOJ payout that he's apparently going to approve for himself, the $230 million, he was saying, oh, I'll be paying myself. He's conflating himself with the government, and then in that conflation, corporations see him as one with the government, so they need to curry favor, they need to pay to play. And it's just it's the same story with everything else. Like the Argentina bailout, for example, it's him trying to help out his buddy Milei, but also Besant and Trump's friends, the hedge fund guys that are deeply invested in Argentina. That $20 billion bailout, Scott Bessent's buddies at Fidelity, at Pimco, Robert, Cristone, like these are people who are invested in Argentina that are going to benefit immensely from this bailout. Meanwhile, the farmers here, the soybean farmers are getting just absolutely eviscerated because China is no longer buying soybeans from America because of retaliatory tariffs. They're buying them from Argentina instead. And then now Trump wants to buy beef from Argentina. It's just like all he's doing, every move he makes, the through line is just what is in it for Donald, what is in it for Donald's friends,
Hmm.
what it's just self enrichment, and then not to mention, like you talked about, the crypto, man. Like we're gonna find out years from now, because right now it's untraceable. The amount of foreign affiliated entities that funneled him crypto directly is gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane.
But I want to tell everybody to whatever platform you're on, hit the thumbs up, the like, the hearts, or whatever. It does affect the algorithm. More people become aware of our content. More people become aware of our conversation and our platforms. So make sure and also follow Ahmed Baba and me as well. Here's the thing, though, Ahmed, that I want to ask. You appear on mainstream media more than I do. I just can't. I'll do it. There's no payoff in it for me. I'll do it for a friend. If it's someone I know, like if Steph calls me, I'll say, okay. Or if, Ari calls, I'll say, okay, I'll do it. But is it frustrating for you to sit there and have these conversations? Because the conversation should open with, F you, Donald Trump, you're destroying America. This is not normal. Now let's have the conversation. But do you get uncomfortable like sitting there sometimes? like having a conversation where people are pretending it's normal, or it's framed as if this is normal and that we should be having some sort of, you know, eh, eh, some sort of, logical conversation about what's happening in America.
I mean, not as much on MSNBC because, with there, it's like we're at least discussing from the same reality. Like we all agree on the same facts. So we agree this isn't normal. And we're kind of like trying to have a higher level conversation. But when I'm on CNN, when I'm on the panels, and Scott Jennings is on there, or like there'll be some other kind of Republican that's just totally detached from reality. That's when it does get. I do enjoy going on. I think it's necessary for me to, I get why you don't, because again, like you've been there, done that, man. You've already conquered this whole game, so like you don't need to go on there. But like me going on there, I think like there has to be some voices in those spaces to counteract what we hear from them, because they'll be just
No,
saying,
look, I'm not criticizing you for going on there, and you should. I'm just saying, does it get frustrating
yeah,
to? Yeah,
and it
yeah.
does. And it does because it's like hearing like just the opposite of reality and then having it have the same kind of equal time as someone coming from speaking from facts and truth, right? Like, when I'm on there just being like for example, when I was on there with Scott Jennings talking about James Comey, right? And I'm outlining the facts in detail. Like he pushed out Eric Siebert, Lindsey Halligan did this. This was a politically motivated prosecution. And he just saying, well, I'm just going to echo what Comey said. Justice has been served. Like just saying propagandized talking points, it can get frustrating because it's like this other reality that has no basis in fact feels like it's legitimized at times.
I was having a conversation with, I don't know if you know Congresswoman Janelle Bynum of Oregon, and she conveyed to me unsolicited, a very similar experience that she had. She's talking about News Nation, and she's like, I don't understand why people aren't reporting what's happening in these communities. When like Oregon and Chicago, and not enough. Like people are really, their constitutional rights are really being violated, and American citizens are getting caught up in it, and people don't believe it. If you watch, Fox News or conservative media, it's only bad people. It's only the bad people, and there must be something happening, and it's not U.S. citizens, and it's due process.
Mhm.
And if you watch some of the other folks, it's kind of a very similar narrative. And it's just shocking to me that people aren't really hearing what is happening in the world. Like I had no, and look,
Yeah.
I'm guilty of it as well. I had no idea about the donors. I should have known about that. But usually people would be reporting a lot about it. Guess what? This is a grift. Donald Trump, he has all these donors. But if you are part of a company that is donating to it, then you might be a bit hesitant about reporting it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why it was like refreshing because I was literally on MSNBC, who at the
Right.
moment is owned by Comcast before the Versant official spinoff, or at least, or like they're literally mid spinoff at the moment. But it was, it's brave of her to say that, right? To explicitly name her company, Stephanie Rule, as one of the donors. So it's like that's journalistic integrity, and we need more of that in these other orgs because I've been on News Nation a couple times too, and it depends on who you're on with. But like there are some people there who are pushing the truth, right? But then there's others who aren't. And it's just I think news organizations need to focus more on the 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 truth and the reporting and less on like what audience you serve. Like if you're just trying to get market share, like that's how they think, man. Like, oh, they want to get market share from Newsmax. Okay, then they're gonna push this host at this hour to spread a conservative viewpoint. And again, like I think it's why independent media is so important, man. It's why what you're out here doing is so important. What we're out here trying to do because like we're motivated by our own compasses and what we think is important. And the readers and the people who interact with us, they're looking for that too. We don't have corporate overlords telling us what we can and can't say.
Well, I mean, hopefully, because we are on YouTube. I mean, let's hope so. So, what do we do to, I've been telling people, not what do we do now? I've been telling people that you still need to fight back. You still need to understand what your rights are. You still need to understand the power you have as a citizen. And this is
Mhm.
what I've been doing. I keep it with me. I've been reading it. And also, which is very important, the amendments of this
Yeah.
Constitution. As I look at the amendments, Congress, this is Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Amendment 2, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. 3, no soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. That's number 3. But I just want to get to 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Amendment 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. These people are not showing any sort of warrant or any
Mm-hmm.
probable cause. This is the Fifth Amendment. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment of indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land of naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb. Okay, nor shall be compelled to any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or
Mm-hmm.
property without due process of law.
Yep.
Nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. The Fourth and Fifth Amendments and the Second Amendment apply to what is happening right now in America with agents and troops and National Guard on American streets, scooping up citizens
Mm-hmm.
and undocumented people, persons. It does not say anything about a citizen. It says persons. So,
Exactly. Exactly. And the fourth and fifth man, especially like right now, being so thoroughly violated, like that Chicago raid with the apartment complex being totally just blindly raided in its entirety, black people being taken out that had nothing to do with this, children zip tied. Institute for Justice lawyer, I talked to one of them. They're actually thinking about pursuing a class action lawsuit on this, on Fourth and Fifth Amendment grounds, because you're right. These are unreasonable searches and seizures, man. These are totally unreasonable searches and seizures. There's no warrants being presented. Due process is being violated. ICE is violating these amendments at scale. And I really think I mean, we'll see. I mean, I know lower courts will limit their powers, and they have been. But like, if SCOTUS, it, it should be a no-brainer that SCOTUS would drastically limit what ICE is doing, but I unfortunately think they're bought into Trump's project. So,
yeah.
yeah, but I do think we're going to see a lot more lawsuits on the Fourth and Fifth Amendment.
Stay strong, Ahmed Baba.
You too,
I
brother.
appreciate you doing the hard work, getting out there. Get out there and go fight the good fight in the mainstream media.
I'm out there, man, and you keep doing what you do, man. You're out there. I got to give you props because after our last talk when we were talking about Chicago, I saw you. You know, you were among the first there, and then it wasn't until days after, all of a sudden, all of mainstream media was outside that Chicago ICE facility. But you were the first. You were there first. You were on the ground, and you were the one that brought attention to it. So you're out here doing that real work, man.
Thank you, Ahmed. Keep up the great work. I'll see you soon, buddy.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Bye bye.
Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.